What's up, fam? This is your co-host from the most, Felicia Steen. You can find me on all streams of platforms. I'm Felicia Steen on Facebook and TikTok. But on Instagram, I'm Blessed Fee. But today, while we're here to do an interview. And this interview is going to get really, really deep. Because we know that some of you have and still is suffering DVSV. And so we're here to give you a voice. We want to provide a healing. And so what we're doing today is we're going to interview the host, Goddaughter One, who has a story to tell. And so I'm going to ask that you get your popcorn, pull a chair, and enjoy this interview that we're about to do. I wrote down some questions. And so we're getting ready to start. So everyone, this is Goddaughter One.
That's right, Goddaughter One.
So my first question is, would you like to share your story with me? I'm here to listen when you're ready.
I absolutely would like to share my story. I think share my story is my power, and I would like to help others find their power as well.
Number two, how are you feeling today? Is there anything I can do to support you right now?
I'm feeling well today, and the support that I would need is to prevention from this happening to anyone else.
What has helped you the most in your journey towards healing?
I think my relationship with Christ and writing down my thoughts and my fears and processing the trauma that happened to me.
Okay. Has there been any resources, people, or procedures that gave you strength during this difficult time?
Again, Jesus Christ. And then I was blessed with mothers that helped mold me into the woman I am today. And I'm very grateful for that. I have had a total of 4 mothers, and I love them all. Hey, mommy, hey, mommy, hey, mommy, hey, mommy.
What do you wish others understood about your experience?
I wish others understood that I have had a lifetime of abuse and have been silent for a very long time, and I refuse to be silent. And if you are a villain in the story, then that's your problem. But I will tell my story, and I will help others tell their story.
So are there certain things that you do to cope when you're feeling overwhelmed?
I pray, and I listen to worship music, and I write. I just write. I just write everything I feel. And occasionally I scream.
Okay. How can the others around you best support you moving forward?
I think the best thing anyone can do for me is join the social media platforms to get the story out there. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And I think that sharing the story is where the help will come from, because it will allow others to hear it. It will allow others to find their voices and even maybe donate.
Okay. Is there anything you feel has been missing in terms of support or resources?
Absolutely. I wrote this answer down, okay? I am going to read this answer. I think that funding, counseling, reform of the foster care system, better investigation of the foster care parents, training and education for the children. I think 18 is not necessarily the right age to release children or allow them to age out of the foster care system after having gone through such a traumatic events like SA from childhood. I just do not believe that 18 is the right age. I think that they should be offered further assistance, financial and counseling for at least 8 years, and I would like to try to change that.
Okay. I understand. I totally agree. What inspired you to begin sharing your story with others?
The stories that were made privy to, that was what made me decide to tell my story. I had a command and a God-sized vision given by the Lord himself, and I had laid it down for a moment, but then I started hearing certain stories, and it impacted me so much. It was a little triggering for me, and it just gave me the zeal and ignited my flame to go back and remember what the Lord had said for me to do.
Okay. So how has speaking out helped others impact your healing process?
I think that the more that I help someone else, I lose sight of me. And then when I turn around, I no longer have that problem. When I am focused on helping someone else, my problems seem so minute. They're really small, and I find joy in helping others. And when I do self-inventory of myself again, then that's when I understand, hey, I've been healed from that.
Amen. So what message would you like to share with someone who is currently experiencing abuse?
I would like to tell anyone that is experienced an abuse that they would need to tell any and everybody that will listen until they receive help. And your story does not end here. Your story does not end here. I think that I would invite you to write everything that you are going through as you're feeling, and all those things, because that starts the healing process.
Okay. Now, what goals or dreams do you have now that you're walking in your healing?
The goals and dreams that I have, because I'm walking in my healing, is to provide a child like me one-stop resource center. It is more to that vision. However, I think that is the bulk right now. I want to provide housing. I want to provide life skill training. I want to provide education. I want to provide scholarships. I want to have a child like me campus with tiny homes for the homeless and children that have been affected in this way.
How do you see yourself using your experiences to empower or support others?
I think that because I've been through it, that I can relate, I can listen, I can recommend. Having gone through something qualifies you to understand and listen to someone else, because they have walked them out in your shoes.
Okay. Is there anything you would like me to know or do to continue supporting you?
Please spread the word. I would like for you to spread the word. I would like you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment, share each video. It takes nothing. It's free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If anybody would like to donate to this cause, this God-sized vision, you can donate at $, a child like me, and that will be Cash App. That is the only resource we have right now, but we will have other avenues in which you will be able to donate later. If you do not have money, the very best thing that you can do is to stop it from happening within your own circle, world, anywhere, and then also like, comment, subscribe, and share. That is what we need most right now. Thank you.
So last question. Would you like me to connect you with any additional resources or networks?
I would like to provide resources. RAIN is a resource that is all over, and it will address both domestic violence and SA victims. And I just want to remind everybody that A Child Like Me podcast was birthed from pain to purpose. We were birthed from pain to purpose. Me, the host, Wendy Coleman, my co-host, Felicia Steen, and my other co-host, Crystal Nicole, has all walked a mile in the shoes of abuse. We are different ages, and I think we give fresh perspectives on how we can help others find their voice.
All right, there you have it, fam. You've heard from our daughter, from Goddaughter One. You've heard the inside story, but you can't hear all of it because there's a book coming. And so she can't put all the good stuff out now because then you won't need to read the book. Absolutely. So she have to just give you just a little bit so that you'll be looking forward to the book. But as she said that we do have a podcast. And the podcast is called A Child Like Me.
Podcast. It's A Child Like Me podcast. And I want to invite you guys to go over there right now, watch the video, like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and share. That is what we need right now as we are new. And I want you guys to be on the lookout for many more interviews. You can find us on YouTube at A Child Like Me podcast, on Facebook, A Child Like Me podcast, on Instagram, A Child Like Me podcast. If you want to be interviewed, please email us at achildlikemepodcast@gmail.com. If you would like to donate, please donate to Cash App, $ A Child Like Me. We look forward to hearing your stories. Please inbox us if you would like to tell your story. Felicia, Crystal, or myself will get back with you, and we will have a safe platform for you to feel comfortable telling your story. It is a safe platform, and we just encourage you to find your voice. Any final thoughts, Felicia?
The only thing I can tell you is just hurry up and get over there to YouTube and subscribe. Hit that button. Bam! All right, bam.
Mwah. Thank you for joining us with A Child Like Me podcast. Wake that up. Wake that up. You're supposed to do it. Wake that up.
Okay, well, wake that up.
Oh my God. I am so very excited to be able to share this story. We have 2 upcoming interviews. It will be of Felicia Steen and Crystal Nicole. Please stay tuned for those as well. God bless you and good night.
I got a story to tell.
Wake that up. Wake that up. Bye.